The Meghalayan trails through forests and hills shrouded by mists and clouds often leads one to a world of stories, myths and folklores. So after learning about the grim story of Kalikai, we were going to get immersed in the myth of Dantlen.
Tlen was a giant and evil serpent which used to terrorize and kill local villagers for years. Finally, the villagers gathered courage and decided to end this torture. A huge battle was fought between the monstrous Tlen and the people of the land, wherein Tlen was finally defeated and vanquished.
Dantlen Falls derives its name from this legendary tale. The landscape is marked by a rocky riverbed which at places had withered and formed giant potholes. It is said that this landscape actually symbolizes the scars of the battle that took place between the evil serpent and the villagers. This is the way of the river, Radha. I'll show you. And then the river continues and then it transforms into a waterfall.
There are different type of rock formations here. Actually, see, we have come barefooted because we had to cross these water channels and it's a bit slippery also. So this is the place where we have to cross.
At Dantlen Falls, one can actually tread alongside a river and even cross it at places, and step up to the spot where the river plunges almost 300 feet below with a deafening roar. So after having a wonderful time at Dantlen Falls, we are now proceeding towards Kongthong village. So just wanted to show you the view. Great lush green meadows throughout. What we've heard is that Kongthong village is known as the whistling village of India because people communicate by using whistles with one another. So we'll explore that in more detail when we get there.
Kongthong, located in East Khasi Hills, is unique due to its cultural practice of assigning a collar tune in the form of whistle to each of its natives. The villagers call each other using these tunes, which they say used to help them in camouflaging or hiding during the hunting practices. There are several other myths and folklores associated with this village as well. This village is currently aiming for UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage status.
Kongthong is a hill-locked remote village, and the way to the village is quite an adventurous one, marked by deep gorges and cliffs. We unfortunately couldn't visit the place owing to a roadblock just 5 kilometers ahead of Kongthong, and had to turn and drive back to Shillong for the next leg of our trip.
Later.
We are here at Elephant Falls. It's almost 16:42. That means 4:42 p.m. in the evening, and we are here at Elephant Falls, which is very near to Shillong. So the entry ticket is 100 per person. That means we had paid 400. Just before the Elephant Falls, at the very entrance, you'll find this market area, which comprises handicraft shops, then souvenir shops, tea stalls and food plazas and all. So it's a nice and beautiful market.
Second fall, first fall we have already filmed and shown you. This is the second fall, and this seems to be bigger actually. The fall is cascading downwards.
Down below you can get the third waterfall. Elephant Falls is just 12 kilometers away from the city of Shillong and is an example of a horsetail punch bowl waterfall. So this is the final waterfall. This is the third one. Here are some ducks. The third falls is the tallest amongst the three and also the most beautiful. It forms a pool of crystal clear water beneath as well. After this, it was time to check in to our hotel in Shillong, only to gear ourselves up to explore the town the next morn.
The next day.
So good morning guys from Shillong. Today we are at the Wards Lake. It's a part of the Department of Forest in Shillong. The Wards Lake. Year of construction is 1892. Actually, the entry fee per person is 20. Per adult is 20. This is the Wards Lake and situated over an area of 4 hectares I think. So
This is actually a beautified lake. It was established in the year 1893, situated over quite a large area, and you have a lake as well as a beautiful hillock over there, and it has been beautified. I'll show you a view of the entire lake. So the Wards Lake has two parts. One is the main lake that's situated over there, and this one is a small pond just beside the main lake, and on top of that you have hillocks all around. So this is the main lake, and over there, as you can see, that part there's a nursery, but I don't think it's open right now, otherwise we would have gone there as well. And here are swans. They're taking a nice little nap.
actually we are about to paddle boat. Ticket is actually for 25 minutes. For 4 persons 200. So we are boating at Wards Lake. We are at the Don Bosco Museum and the price actually is 100 per adult and 50 per student, and it's closed on Sundays, right? So along with this there is a Sacred Heart Theological College here also, with a Christ the Redeemer statue here.
Stone structures over here. They represent certain clans of Khasi and Jainta hill tribes. So let's go inside. The museum is about northeastern part of India. Don Bosco Museum is a must visit if you are traveling to Meghalaya. The museum speaks vastly about the relief features, flora and fauna, and about the various tribes and tribal cultures of the entire northeast, especially of Meghalaya. The museum also has dedicated sections on other topics such as India's journey into space and the evolution of life on Earth.
Be sure not to miss the skywalk that the museum offers at its rooftop.
From the skywalk, the view of Shillong feels like this. And this is the Don Bosco Church, as you can see over here. So this is the beautiful city of Shillong. So we are here at the famous cathedral in Shillong.
One hour later.
We are here at Lady Hyderi Park in Shillong. So this is our fourth spot for the day. This park also consists of a zoo, a small zoo, which has, I guess, deer, barking deers and all. Lady Hyderi Park is a nice place to hang out, but has nothing much to offer. Therefore, tourists visiting Shillong may skip this place. So, hello guys, we are here at the Rhino Museum. Rhino charge is the war cry that is given by Assam Rifles of the Indian Army. So, this museum is built by the army. This will be about defense, I guess so. Now let's see. So this bust is on Captain Kishan Clifford Nongram, He was awarded the Mahavir Chakra posthumously. So, and he was from Meghalaya itself. This is the very entrance of the Rhino Heritage Museum, and it's free of cost. It is maintained by the Indian Army. So let's go inside. The Rhino Heritage Museum is a must-visit spot. The place has lots to offer if you are interested in wars and military history of India.
The museum has dedicated walls on the evolution of Assam Rifles and its contribution in the First and Second World Wars. This place also has detailed sections on the contributions of Assam Rifles during the Sino-Indian War of 1962 and the Indo-Pak War of 1971.
It offers its visitors information on the official surrender of the Pak Army and the independence of Bangladesh.
There are sections on several UN missions in which the Assam Rifles of the Indian Army had participated.
Do visit this place and be a part of the pride of the Indian Army.
Later.
We have been able to cover around 5 points today, local spots in Shillong, and now we are heading towards Shillong Peak, which is the highest point in Meghalaya, and the height is around I think 6,300 or 6,400 feet, somewhere like that.
This is the view from Shillong Peak. Actually, there are two watchtowers. This is one of the watchtowers, and from that you can see the view of entire city of Shillong. You have another watchtower over there, and this is another watchtower.
So after a nice time at Shillong Peak, we are now returning to our hotel. So actually the last 2 kilometers towards Shillong Peak is through a defense area, specifically Indian Air Force area, and you have to take the cars that are present there. You cannot take your own car through this last 2 kilometers, so you have to take your entry tickets, and then which costs how much? 100 rupees per adult.
So here we are at the local marketplace or the police bazaar of Shillong. So this area is the main area of Shillong. As you can see, the I Love Shillong board is already here, and this way are famous hotels and important commercial hubs and centers. So this entire area is very busy. So this way is a hotel right through. This way, this part of the police bazaar is the local market. Local market, and vehicles aren't allowed over here. If you can see, vehicles are allowed on the other streets over here, but at this place there's no vehicle. People can only walk and buy their stuff over here. So here's the Meghalaya Urban Development Authority. This is the local market shop. Fruits and chilies over here. इसको क्या कहते हैं? भूत जोलाकिया. अच्छा. And these are berries. After a bit of shopping, we headed back to the hotel and called it a day. Meet you at our next story from Meghalaya.